Hey everybody, 2C2 here, Eustace 2C2. I want to do a video review of a piece of equipment that actually goes in my main vehicle, my family vehicle. It's what I consider a piece of emergency gear that is always in the car. I would also recommend it for an everyday carry or bug out bag. Again, the way I use it is it's always stored in the car, so anytime we're on a trip, it's in the vehicle if we need it. It's usually close by. If we need it, we can go to the car and get it. Picked it up a while back. I've actually had this for, gosh, a little over a year now. It's rather interesting. As you see, it comes in this nylon case here. This is the Egear Essentials Gear Solar USB travel kit, and basically what it consists of is the battery pack and solar charger. It has a little stand. You can set it up at an angle. You can set it up so it's angled where the sunlight will hit it. Now inside this, it's basically, like I say, it's the solar panel and battery storage. It takes 20 hours in strong sunlight to charge this fully. You can also charge it using a wall plug or USB, and on USB it takes between 2 and 4 hours to fully charge. So there's two different ways to charge it. You can either keep it charged in the pack, or you can leave it uncharged and charge it when you need it. But basically the charger, battery pack, and then there are several different items that will work with this particular pack, and I'll go over those. Basically, this is the USB charging cord. You plug it into the USB port on any computer or whatnot, and then you plug it into the battery pack. I'll start with the most useful items. Some of these items are more useful than others. The main reason I purchased it is because it comes with a USB charger. So basically, after it's charged, you can place the USB charger on it. It has a switch on the side here where you can turn it on. You can plug your iPhone or any USB charged item in and charge that item either directly from the sun or from the stored energy in the battery. I purchased this because specifically it will charge an iPhone. So, say you're driving, something happens, your car runs off the road, you have a flat tire, you're out somewhere where you can't immediately walk to get help or whatever. You're trying to use your phone, your phone may be dead or whatnot. For whatever reason, you can't use your car battery to charge the phone. You can use this. If you have to leave the car for whatever reason, take this with you. As long as you've got sunlight and time, you can keep your phone charged enough to try to call from help and whatnot. So that was the main reason that I bought this particular brand, is because it had the USB charger and it does produce enough electricity to charge or trickle charge an iPhone, which is the particular phone that I use. Second most useful item in my opinion is the LED light. Again, same thing. All of these slide on. Basically, once they're on, turn it on. As you can see, it's not the brightest light in the world, but it's a nice light. It gets the job done. In the dark, it's a lot brighter than you might think. I believe the time on this for the light is about 7 hours if it's fully charged. That kind of varies a little bit. I haven't actually timed it and put it on there and just ran the flashlight for as long as possible, but I know it will last quite a while. Excuse me. Next, as far as usefulness, in my opinion, is it comes with an FM radio. Same thing, slides on, has a headphone port, volume. On the other side, you can do an aux in, so you can actually plug in another source and use the speaker to play. And then on the front here, it has two buttons. Basically, it's a reset and scan. It doesn't have a manual tune, so basically you just plug it in, turn it on, I can get it to work here. There you go. Great station. But main point is, if you're out, you need to hear a weather report or entertainment for morale or whatever it might be, you do have an FM radio that you can use. And again, I think it's about 7 hours as well on that. As far as using it to charge an iPhone, if the iPhone's completely dead and you have a fully charged battery, it'll give you between 5 and 10% on your phone, which is enough to make some phone calls and whatnot. If the phone is charged and you just plug it in and let it trickle charge into the phone while the phone's on, it'll keep the phone battery wherever it happens to be when you start. It'll keep it there for about 2 hours before it finally runs out of juice and will no longer charge the iPhone. And that does not mean it's dead, which I found out today actually, testing it and trying it out. Even though the battery was too low to continue charging the phone, I pulled it off and was still able to use some of the other devices, and it had quite a bit of juice and was able to run those for an extended period of time. So, you can run it down doing one thing, and you've still got some power left in the battery to do some other things as well. Another item, which if you subscribe to Shaun of the Dead, be sure and check out his video on his camping trip. I can tell you he probably used this. If he didn't, he probably wishes he had. In the heat, if you're hot, there's some other things that I can think of that you might want to use it, but the main thing is to just basically to try to cool down. Got this neat little fan, as you can see here. They've got the collapsible plastic, soft, safe fan blades. Basically, you just kick it on, and lo and behold, you've got a nice little fan there to, cool yourself off with a little breeze. You can take a bandana and moisten it, and hold this on it to kind of get the evaporation going and cool it down so that you can cool off. Some other things I've thought that you could use this for is if you're trying to build a campfire and you're trying to fan the flames or whatever, instead of getting down there while you're trying to get this fire lit and huffing and puffing and blowing on it like the big bad wolf, hey, work smarter, not harder. You got a little fan here. You can fan the embers, use it, work it in and out, and basically try to get it to go. There's other things you can use it for as well. And again, it's safety, so you're not going to chop your fingers off or anything. Definitely safe. Folds down and stores rather nicely. And last but not least is the reading light. And this is actually handy. If you're camping or whatnot, you don't need the full brightness of the flashlight. You can take this light. It's got a clip, so you can clip it on the book or the map or whatever you might need to be reading. Say you're out in the middle of the night, you're looking at a map, you don't want to hold a flashlight, try to hold the map and a compass. You need that third hand. You clip this on and turn it on here, and you got this little flexible light that you can bend and flex, point around, and it's also quite bright. In my opinion, in some ways, as far as up close, it's actually brighter than the flashlight is. But a very handy tool as well. This particular item I picked up at REI. I don't believe they actually carry it anymore. I think it's been discontinued. There are still some places out there you can find it. Another reason I picked it up is it originally retailed for about $50, and when I got it, it was $13.99 because they were trying to get rid of the stock they had. I don't know if it wasn't selling or whatnot. Again, some of these things you may or may not ever need to use. You have them if you need them. Like I said, the main reason I got it is so you can charge an iPhone. Again, I keep it in the car, but it's great for packing, whatnot. So, check it out. They also make some others. They make just the charging part as well, and I believe they still manufacture that. You can still find that out there. I think I saw this on Amazon. They had a few of them still left for sale. You can find them out there. It's great. It's small. Comes with its own carrying case. It's got the little clip so you can clip it on your pack or whatnot as well. Like I said, we just throw it in one of the storage compartments in the minivan, leave it there in case we ever need to use it. And I usually keep it charged. I'll pull it out every once in a while, cycle the battery, charge it, discharge it, make sure everything still works. That's what I did today. And one of the reasons why I'm showing it to you. So, I hope you found it helpful, interesting, entertaining. As always, if you have any questions, comments, feel free. If I don't know the answer, I'll try to help you find it. So, thanks for your time. Again, it's 2C2. Thanks.